Today we're going to talk a lot about the Zukul and Zukul Ad Network phenomenon. What we really have here is a phenomenon. I'm gonna share some messages I've seen going back and forth in different places in Facebook and Skype. And as I found out myself, when I've been setting up some of the campaigns, I was looking at possibly joining different situations where I could do some advertising. And I had an issue because I had my Payza account has been down for 2 years. It took a week and a half for it to finally be live again. But you know what the funny thing is? I'm looking at all these programs going, man, what a bunch of horse pucky. I mean, so overblown junk. And I'm going, man, I'm looking at these things going, okay, well, yeah, this one is a decent looking website, but what they're saying just doesn't make any sense. They claim to be doing this. I don't think that's even possible. And I had someone else put a message. Hey, I was researching some other ones because I wanted to see if I could diversify. Besides ZAN or Zukul Ad Network. And after the research I was looking at, I was realizing they're all a bunch of junk. I mean, why would I do and put any money outside of Zukul Ad Network? And you know what? I have to agree. I'm looking at my account. I'm looking at my brother-in-law's account. I'm looking at my mom's account, and I know where they're going to be in a matter of months. I know what it's going to do. I know how it's going to produce, and I know how it's backed up. I know, that we're going to have the blog sites up soon. Marcus actually will be joining us on the Hangout a little bit, and we're doing so much again in the background. I don't want to overwhelm people, but we are doing so much in the background to make this a totally sustainable and awesome business that this thing is going to go nowhere. And it's only going to grow. And it's only going to improve. And you know what? Rome wasn't built in a day. This website was built in a month. And, some websites take 3 to 6 months to build. Okay, there's been websites that have been built for a year that still have major problems. We are doing great. Okay? And I want to say something else, guys. Listen, I have the absolute pleasure of not being in support anymore. Okay? But I have a lot of empathy for support, okay, because I was there. So what I want you to do, everybody, okay, and if you have not logged into your Zukul Ad Network account, please log into your account. Please go see if your account looks different. Please. And this is the most important part. The most important part. If you have submitted a ticket due to an issue in your account that is now fixed, will you please, by all means, I beg you to please kill the ticket. Okay? It's just waste. It's a waste of the energy of the people who have to do that job. And it's an emotional train ride, okay? A roller coaster. Up, down, up, down. That's why Jeremy took me out. He wants me to do other things, okay? He doesn't want me to experience that. But what I'm going to say to you, okay, and I know that we have people all over the world, there's people sleeping right now. If you watch this Hangout and you don't even, log into your account before you watch the Hangout, please go log into your account. And if you've submitted a ticket and you see that your issue is fixed, please get rid of the ticket. And by the way, do that all the time, okay? If you have a ticket in there and it's just sitting there and you realize it's fixed, don't just let the ticket sit. Someone has to look at it and they have to give you an answer. Just too much time, too much to waste energy, all right? So let's go positive. Guys, there's so much really happening. The programmers have done an incredible job here in the last couple of days to make adjustments that 99% of everyone now knows has happened. And we are able to go forward in a strong, positive, massive way. And I know that we're going to, some people are going to talk about, Kevin's going to talk about something that, really he asked me a question, how active is the Skype room? And I'm like, it's not very. And we've sort of like all fallen off our path in what we're doing, okay? And how we're going to take this out to the masses. I mean, this is the best, both of them. I mean, Zukul and Zukul Ad Network are the best companies out there in the industry at this point and time to join no matter what, okay? Because I'm going to give you another one. You guys hear these all the time. Hey, it's free to join. And somehow, miraculously, you're going to make money off of something that's free to join. Well, let me tell you something. You know how many of those free to join things I've joined over my lifetime? 100. Do you know how many have paid me exactly 1 penny or more? Zero. Okay, keep that in mind. Zero. Nothing is free. Okay, and by the way, nothing is no effort. There's just no such thing as no effort. There has to be some effort. Okay, all of us have to have some effort into what we do, even though in this situation we have so many things that help you. Well, whether you can buy signups, whether we have the team in OLF to help you, whether you copy and paste other ads, you go into the social networking and social takeover group and just copy and paste everything those guys are doing for us. I mean, it's there for you to do. Okay, so anyway, enough of my rant. Good things coming, guys. I think you're going to see a lot of improvements you don't even know about yet. One thing is the timer now, right, on your ads. Tell you exactly how much time until your ad runs out. I see a little thing there. It's going to be fixed. No big deal. But you know what? At least it's like you're not trying to make heads or tails of something, like trying to translate, time zones and all this other stuff, which again can be a pain, So yeah, just got another message. Something else just got fixed. Yay! So anyway, guys, listen, it's time to blow this company up. We are going to go crazy, and I know that most of you understand what I mean and how I mean what I'm saying. Had messages all day from people, asking about things, and finally things are looking incredible. So, if there's ever a time to let's go do it, it's like now. I've been talking to Jeremy about this actually quite a bit, and the system that's being built for this is amazing. There's going to be like a whole checks and balances. We're going to ask these people to set up pay-to accounts. So there's going to be no someone falling. They have to be able to do it to be able to do it. And when, they set up a pay-to account, they apply, they get on the list, we go ahead and get them in there, and then we have a way to make sure that we know that they're doing what they're doing, right? Because as we know, if they're not in there making this account work like we all do every day, right? I'm 4 times a day into my account, actually accounts, and doing my thing, and they have to be as well, right? So, and we're going to know that they are. So the whole system is going to be built. There's no way for it to not work on their part, and we're doing some studying as far as the numbers, what it's going to take to, how long, what the number is. We think it's $1,000, and how long it's going to take for these people to have a decent amount of money to be able to set up into a real business. And think about what Zukul Ad Network is going to be. I mean, what happens if in 2 or 3 years we put 20,000 people or 30,000 people or 50,000 people into their own business, and people that with even $50 or $100 a month in income would absolutely massively change their lives. I mean, how good do you feel being a part of this community if we can, well, not if, but when we make this happen? It's awesome. I can't even believe it. If you have studied any kind of self-help at all, anywhere, ever, in your time ever in life, you know what positive energy does for you, right? You know what the negative energy does for you. And people have healed themselves from disease with their minds, right? I mean, this is easy stuff, guys. This is easy stuff. Because one thing you'll always know, right? You got to remember something. If there's ever anything, a small glitch, like guess what we just found out? Did you know that our processor wasn't working for a little while? We just found that out. Well, it's fixed, right? Because everything always gets fixed, okay? And when it gets fixed, it gets corrected, okay? So you never lose anything. That's the way we work. And that's why we're going to be here forever. That's why we're going to keep on going strong. And you know what? It's the powerful and the positive that are going to rise up, okay? And they're going to be there, and we're going to make more noise and more energy, and more people are going to want to come join us because we're positive, because we're winning, and because we have a family. And even if they sit there and watch us for a few days and try to figure out what we're doing and go, I've never seen this before, and you watch, they'll raise their hand, they'll say something, and then they test the water, and they see how we respond, and then we bring them in, and at some point they might be in one of these hangouts. Someone could be watching this for the very first time today who might be on a hangout here in the next few months, right? So it's all up here, folks. Every single bit of it. I tell you, I'm on a diet right now. You know what the hardest thing to do is? Diet. Hard. But you know what? It's easy. It's all up here, man. It's all up here. Think about what Zukul Ad Network's going to be, right? We're going to have a deal site. We're going to have a dating site. We're going to have games. We're going to have all kinds of platforms that all kinds of companies, including Amazon and eBay sellers, will be able to use our platform to make money, right? And the better we get, the more business, income, and revenue we're going to get from these people that need what we're building, right, guys? I mean, and I know a lot of people don't understand what that is, okay, guys? But this is really what we're building, okay? We're building a place for all these people that are into the Amazon. Do you know how many people make money on Amazon and eBay? It's insane, okay? It's insane. We could provide them platforms for them to actually create money, okay? And you watching this can do that as well on our platforms, okay, as well as with the super affiliate training you're going to get, okay? All this stuff goes hand in hand. As much as you may not understand this, this is all just a giant full circle. Everything fits that we're doing together, guys, okay? When you hear that someone's building we're building a dating site, and you go, why? That makes no sense. I mean, you have no idea. It makes perfect sense. It's the absolute best platform to advertise on, right? The deal site, Tara's been doing a lot of research on Groupon, okay, because we are looking for companies that we can bring into the company to give them a little bit of a free start. We're going to get them interested in what we're doing. By the way, that's just to advertise in some of our platforms. Then we're going to introduce them to our deal site, right? And then when our deal site comes out, we're going to give them a deal that they will not be able to refuse. We're going to grow it like crazy, and it's going to end up being huge, okay? Another advertising platform, guys. This all works together, all of it, okay? And this is why it's so exciting. And if you get the big picture, you know where we're going. And if not, don't worry about it, okay? Take the easy parts first. And if you're watching this for the first time, welcome. We're really not that scary. This is really easy. Everything always gets fixed. Everything always gets corrected. We always go forward. You know, everything looks so good, okay? And so many things are being done in the background to take us to this next level. We're going there no matter what. You're going to come with us kicking or screaming or celebrating and being happy and joyful and keeping yourself positive, okay? And if you find yourself as being one of these people who lets that thing up in the sky that controls the tides mess with your head, if you find yourself going off the deep end, take a step back and say, what am I doing, okay?